Number 2 in our video marathon series. Okay, what are we doing today? I mean, right now.
What we're gonna do is we wanted to involve our angels and guides in the process of our video marathon. So we thought here for video number 2 that we would just pull cards, and 1 card each, maybe more, and whatever comes through, we're just gonna talk about that. Because then we know that that's what our guides want us to talk about. So yeah.
Want to do the same time? We're using our favorite deck.
We've
mentioned this one before.
From your angels.
I knew Maya was a singer as well.
Okay, guys.
Oh my gosh, that was one right there. Did you see that?
I hope it explains what you're talking about.
Woo!
Oh! What?
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys.
I already did this one.
You first. Okay. So,
oh my god. I was asked for a second opinion because we already did this video release. Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt. Please continue.
My method of shuffling is no drinking. I just shuffle this way, and then literally, as I'm like saying the intention of my mind, cards will fly out. Like you just saw this one fly out. This one is. I don't know if you can see
let me help you.
Oh no, it's okay. Okay, let's bring it to the blessing in disguise. And I get this one a lot when my intention is kind of a little bit asking for guidance in a situation or kind of like what I'm feeling. And this is a beautiful card because it's basically saying like your appeared problem or your perceived problem, what you're going through, is actually what you're growing through. And it's actually a positive experience and you're shifting. And it's actually a blessing. So it's like, say if you're praying for something, or say if you're trying to manifest something and like a problem comes up, that is actually the answer to your prayer. Because why? We get to grow and we get to become stronger through it. And I have had many times like this where, like say if you pray for like your true love or something, and like a tribulation or a trial comes up before that, and it's like, oh, okay, like my guides don't love me or whatever, but they do. And they want you to grow and they want you to become stronger through those problems. So whenever you're kind of thinking like you're in a, in a struggling place, just know that it is for the best, and it's actually a blessing.
Amen. Okay, well, I sincerely believe, and I was talking to Vanessa about this earlier today, that my guides just want me to do whatever I want and just to be happy when it comes to these kinds of things. Because the first card that I pulled, my method for pulling cards is I usually clear the deck like really intensely, like I go like this, or I do something to like really mix it up, and then I do this, and then I hold it over my heart chakra to infuse it with the energy of love. And then sometimes I take on the energy of my client if I'm doing a remote reading, and I infuse it with their energy of love. And then I ask my guides, and then I project the question via my third eye, and then I shuffle and pull the card. But anyway, okay. The first card that came through was the release and surrender.
Did we do a video on this
card? Which I thought was really funny because I suggest you watch our video on 5 practical ways to release and surrender, because that's the last one we did prior to now. What I want to say is what I'm really passionate about right now, which is that sometimes the best thing to manifest is nothing. Sometimes the best thing to do is nothing.
And that is everything.
And that's everything. Like, the idea of release and surrender, like, I promise you, your soul knows what's better for you better than your personality does, and better than your mind. And I believe that basically we shouldn't do anything unless we're guided to do it. So, like, release and surrender is like saying, first of all, what do you really want? Like, when we're manifesting, sometimes we're like, oh, I want this exact car or something like that. What do you really want? Is it that you actually want to have, transportation that you feel comfortable about and proud of, or do you really want that car? Like, this type of stuff. So I think the message that they want me to communicate is this idea that we don't have to take on our problems alone, and your desires, you don't have to force them into existence. Like, sometimes you need to release it to the universe, ask your guides to show up for you and to help you to bring about whatever's in the highest and best good, and then let go. Just release. Like, sometimes the only thing that makes something a problem is us defining it a problem or focusing on it as a problem. Sometimes you just need to just be like, either take your focus off of it or see it as a blessing. So
yeah, everything is neutral. It's our thoughts about that situation that makes it a problem.
Yes, exactly. So then I was like, oh, but guys, I already did this one already. And so I pulled another card. The reason I was screaming is because I got this card, Cleanse and Detoxify, which is like literally, I ask, this is the only guidance I get from my guides on it every day.
She is literally the most cleansed and detoxified person that I know, so that's why it's hilarious, because she will literally do coffee enema, oil pulling, eat like not 1 ounce of sugar like in her whole day, and she'll pull a card at the end of the day, and it'll be that. So
yeah,
our belief is what? That you're supposed to be a what?
Well, I think my most important purpose is to be a pure channel of divine energy, like right now at least anyway, and we do live in a very, very toxic world, and even if you live a healthy lifestyle, you are exposed to huge amounts of toxins that you should not be exposed to, and I do think it is a crime that we are, but there's toxins, hormones, there's neurochemicals, there are heavy metals in the water, even in spring water, unless you're drinking steam distilled water, you're getting tons of toxins in your water, there's tons of toxins in the air, chemtrails, there's tons of toxins in food, even organic food lacks the minerals that are needed, because our soil is toxic, and we also have a lot of low vibratory energies. Popular music transmits energies that affect your mind on purpose. The television news, absolutely toxic for you. Even your cell phone and computer, unfortunately, transmit signals that are also toxic to your energy field. So I'm not saying become obsessed about all the toxins that are around you, but what I am saying is cleanse and detoxify. Everybody should be doing something to detoxify their body. Otherwise, your body's not at its optimal condition. So take some herbs, take milk thistle or triphala, or do a detox bath. Do something. Make detox a part of your life. I like to spend 3 to 4 hours a day detoxing.
And she still gets the card. So imagine what us normal people would get.
I'm working on becoming as cleansed and detoxified as possible. If anybody needs help in this area, you don't even have to pay for a session or anything. Just email me and I'll tell you, because I do feel really passionate about this. So God bless you, spirit guides. I guess this is the end. Do you want to pull another thing? Pull a goddess. Pull Ugalala. Ugalala. That's a new deck for me.
I know. I introduced Maya to this. I don't know why, but what?
I got Cupid. Oh. This is my other one.
I really resonate with goddesses more than like dolphins and mermaids and stuff, even though her favorite emoji is a dolphin for me.
Hell you.
I get this one every time.
Aww.
It's White Tara.
Let me show.
It's sensitivity. I really like this card because it just reminds you. Oh, and it goes with the cleanse and detoxify. Okay, thank you, Maya.
Okay.
For those of you that can't see, apparently. And on the card it says, you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So, yeah, basically this goes hand in hand with the cleanse and detoxify. It's not just your body, it's your mind. And you might have to do a lot of cleansing and detoxifying in your own mind and your own head. Remember, you are not your thoughts. You're like the awareness behind those thoughts. So kind of like check on yourself a little bit. Like, it's good to motivate yourself enough to be aware of what is going on in your mind, because I mean, if you're putting yourself down constantly, if you're worrying constantly, doubting constantly, all of that is the same thing as a harsh chemical. Like,
worse.
If you do oil pulling and you do all of the detox baths and you're still thinking poorly, what are you doing? What is life? It's my favorite saying.
What is life, guys? What is life?
Yes.
Detoxify your mind. I think it's best just if nothing's there, ideally, ever. Like, unless you're wanting something to be there. I like to listen to the theta brainwaves frequencies, because I think they like supersede my thoughts, and so I like to do that. But yeah, be aware of your thoughts, because your body is almost more sensitive to your thoughts than it even is to the oxygen. Like, if you think a negative thought, I'm sick, you'll get sick.
We can go with, we could, I mean, my whole entire career is this, but I like to look at the word disease and disorder. You know how much I like this. Like, to break it down, look at the word. Dis-ease, disorder. That means that your body, your mind, and your soul are not in order, and they're not at ease. If your thought is not in alignment with what your truth is, with what spirit thinks about you, that's how illness is formed. But that's a different video.
Yeah, that is. Okay, did you guys like this? You want any more messages? How about one more?
Okay.
And we want to have a lesson for our audience. And the lesson is love everyone, love yourself. The meaning of this card is that there's only one thing that matters in our human incarnation, and that is the extent to which we allow ourselves to love and be loved. And this message of this card is that when you die, some people talk about the life review process, like looking back on your life. The only thing that is counted, according to this card, is love and how much you open your heart to others. And I do believe that the purpose of life is to love and to continuously expand our ability to love and to choose love. And sometimes we get situations that make it like, it's like a real challenge. Like,
But it's
how can I choose love here? And like, if you can choose love in those situations, like somebody comes up to you and they're like, F you, you're terrible. And you're like, God bless you, I love you. And you like actually mean it.
Or you can just say no thank you.
You're winning. You're winning in life. I like to say no thank you a lot. Oh, this thing right here? No thank you. That's going to be okay. Please don't smack me. No thank you. Okay? Okay. The end.